Let's do some running back booms, starting with Brees Hall. Yeah, he was quiet last week, but that was against Tampa Bay, a defense that treats running backs like nightclub bouncers who are way too into their job. This week, it's Miami, and we've already established they're basically the village bicycle of NFL defenses. He owns a 16.9% target share, has a couple red zone looks, and most importantly, he just looks like Brees again. More juice, more burst, fewer, oh no, he's still recovering moments. Like I could see him ripping off a long screen pass or house call, especially in a close game where they'll lean on him heavily. A sleeper for this week is the Texans' Nick Chubb. So I don't have him as a top 12 back on the week or anything, but I think he could be a sneaky play against this underwhelming Titans defense. Like, I'll be honest, I thought his knee was cooked coming into the year. Like, microwave pizza rolls cooked, still frozen in the middle and burned on the outside, you know? But somehow the man is still grinding out efficient carries and proving he's still got it. Like, he's not flashy, he's not athletic in the way you'd expect like 5 years ago, but he's still a bowling ball with eyes. He's tied for 14th in rushing yards over expected per attempt, which puts him right there with Cam Scatabo. Now he gets the Titans, who defend the run about as well as a wet paper towel defends against soup. They're bottom five in basically everything. I expect the Texans to be up in this one and Chubb to just be the hammer in the second half. Another week, another time to shout out Chase Brown. Like, I shouted him out on last week's studs, and he didn't disappoint because he disappointed. He had 10 rushing attempts for a total of 3 yards. The object of the game is to gain yards, and he failed at doing so. Like, check out this graphic by @Kyle_Borg. Chase Brown has the fewest rushing yards through 3 games since 2000 with 45 or more carries. That's 25 years of history saying, hey, you're bad at this. Among backs with over 20 carries, he is dead last at 0.8 yards before contact and fourth from last at 1.2 yards after contact. This Denver defense was easily the best in EPA per play last year, and even though they've been banged up a little, are 8th this year and 6th against the run. Like, you can't trust any Bengal at this point against tough defenses. The offensive line is bottom 3 with a backup quarterback that's just struggling. So Quinshon Judkins has come in guns hot since he debuted in week 2. He's 3rd in the league in rushing yards over expected per attempt at an incredible 2.01. He just had 94 yards and a touchdown against what was thought to be the best defense in the league in Green Bay. Even though he's definitely climbing the rest of the season ranks, I have him as a sit in this game against Detroit. The Lions are unstoppable on offense right now, and even though Cleveland looks like a top 10 defense, I expect them to get out to an early lead and keep it. Like, that would be the worst script for Judkins. They use Jerome Ford on passing downs. Also, Detroit is the hardest team to run on in the NFL. They lead the league by far in EPA per play against the rush. So it's likely just a bad game script and bad defense for Judkins this week, so sit him if you can.